Hello everyone, welcome to News Edition in English Now Your Headlines. In Gabon has regards its national Republican tour. The President of the Republic toured Cocotier and Awenje Hoods recently. At the international level this year, the United Nations High-Level Political Forum on Sustainable Development will be held from Monday 10th to Wednesday 19th July 2023. One more time, welcome to this news edition in English with me live from Libreville in Gabon. To begin with, as regards its national tour, as I said earlier, the President of the Republic toured Libreville's district on Monday afternoon. In Cocotier and Awenje Hoods, jubilant crowds welcomed him massively. A story by Vanessa Togo and Bienvenue Minko.
In the Cocotier suburb, Libreville's second district, the President of the Republic begins his Republican tour of the capital.
We mobilize and ask all our supporters to come out of their homes to welcome our champion who comes here in Cocotier.
Culture and sport infrastructure for young people, income-generating activities for women, care for the elderly. The President of the Republic has returned to this part of the capital to provide appropriate solutions to the daily needs of the population.
La question de la santé. Vous avez fait une priorité également.
Mr. President, you have made health a priority, and all Gabonese can see the great effort you provide our country with modern hospital facilities. And these efforts are continuing. You have been working for some time on the construction of district hospital in Libreville, and this is an important issue.
Cela concerne également les plateaux sportifs qui ont été demandés.
In Awenje, Libreville's 4th district, the President Republican tour continued here. On the height of this part of the capital, the population mobilized en masse to offer a memorable welcome to the President.
It's very important for the head of state to get close to the population because it is not every day you get to see him. We saw the president tour on TV and we wondered when it will be our turn, and now it's our turn. We are very happy.
Just like the neighborhoods visit on this day, people's expectations are the same.
Excellence, Monsieur le Président de la République.
Mr. President, I must announce here in your name, some moment ago, a law has been voted and promulgated concerning the assistance of senior citizens with a green card given to them for health care and free transport.
As well, where he has been in contact with the population, the head of state has reassured that he is on the right track.
We are going to show what we can do, because together we will build the great country we dream of. We can do it. We are determined. With one voice, we are going to make a great, beautiful country.
Décidez d'une seule voix. Nous allons faire un beau et grand pays. Nous allons faire un beau et grand pays.
The mobilization of the troops and the concrete implementation of actions all confirm the President of the Republic's popularity with the population.
On the occasion of the celebration of Eid el-Kabir or Tabaski, the President of the Superior Council of Islamic Affairs of Gabon delivered a circumstantial address, a speech centered for the most part on the notions of peace, love, unity and sharing. Let's watch now.
En cette nuit de l'Aïd el-Kabir,
on this night of Eid el-Kabir, we thank Allah for these immense and perpetual graces, including this new breath of life that brings us to the commemoration of a major event in the history of our religion, the event of the sacrifice of Ibrahim and his son Ishmael. This festival is an opportunity to renew our commitment to Allah, deepen our understanding of Islamic teachings, and strengthen our fraternal ties as a community. Indeed, dear brothers and sisters in the faith, Eid el-Kabir is a festival that embodies the spirit of obedience, brotherhood, and cohesion. It is essential to remember that these values must transcend our differences. Unity and solidarity are pillars of our religion, and we must cultivate them in all circumstances.
de fraternité et de cohésion.
Eid el-Kabir offers us the opportunity to reaffirm our brotherhood and renew our ties. Let us take advantage of this blessed day to reach out to those with whom we have disagreements at all levels, be it families, communities, or professionals, to engage in constructive dialogue and seek peaceful solutions. Remember that the Prophet Muhammad said, and I quote, "Whoever makes peace between people, Allah will open the gates of paradise for him." End of quote.
Allah lui ouvrira les portes du paradis. Fin de citation.
On a different note, the consumption, sale, or distribution of drugs or any other drug-based product is considered an offense in Gabon and is severely punished by law. On the occasion of the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, young people were sensitized on the criminal risk of drug use. Tibotungu Tabaga and Fabiano come for the report now.
The use of narcotics is strictly prohibited in Gabon. The relevant authorities have put in place measures to limit or even curb this phenomenon.
L'État gabonais propose deux systèmes de lutte. Il y a la répression.
The Gabonese state has a repressive approach to any luxury system. So 24 hours a day, colleagues drive around in plain clothes in unmarked vehicles, questioning anyone involved in the sale and consumption of drugs, in accordance with Article 208, which proposes an awareness-raising aspect in its training and external relations department. So young people are made aware of the dangers of drugs in order to protect them from the consequences.
Face aux conséquences qui en résulteront.
The consumption, sale, and distribution of illicit products are severely punished by the Penal Code. Those guilty of these offenses are liable to the following penalties.
L'article 208 du Code de procédure.
Article 208 of the Penal Code sheds light on this, with penalties ranging from 2 to 10 years imprisonment and fines of between 24,000 and 500 million CFA francs.
500 millions de francs CFA.
In addition to the criminal penalties incurred by individuals who consume, market, or distribute illicit products, there are risks to mental and physical health.
At the international level, as I said earlier, the United Nations High-Level Political Forum on Sustainable Development will be held from Monday 10th to Wednesday 19th July 2023 under the auspices of the Economic and Social Council. It is the main global platform for the follow-up and review of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and the Sustainable Development Goals. Let's watch now.
The High-Level Political Forum on Sustainable Development will be held from Monday 10th July to Wednesday 19th July 2023 under the auspices of the Economic and Social Council. This includes the 3-day ministerial segment of the forum from Monday 17th of July to Wednesday 19th, 2023. As part of the high-level segment of the Council, the final day of the ECOSOC high-level segment will take place on Thursday, 20th of July 2023. The 2023 edition will examine the depth SDG 6 on drinking water and sanitation, SDG 7 on clean and affordable energy, SDG 9 on industry, innovation and infrastructure, SDG 11 on sustainable cities and communities, and SDG 17 on partnerships for the goals. This edition will also support the midterm review of the implementation of the SDGs and the preparations for the 2023 SDG Summit, the HLPF, which will be convened under the auspices of the General Assembly in September 2023. The theme of the HLPF is accelerating recovery from coronavirus and full implementation of the agenda for action. In addition to the criminal penalties incurred by individuals who consume, market, or distribute illicit products, there are risks to mental and physical health.
The United Nations Special Rapporteur called on the United States to apologize to Guantanamo detainees for the inhuman and cruel treatment and provided judicial resolution and guarantees to them. What follows. Let's listen right now.
The totality of all of these practices and omissions detailed at length in the report have, among others, they have a cumulative compounding effect on the dignity and fundamental rights and freedoms of each detainee, and amounts, in my assessment, to ongoing cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment under international law. The U.S. government must urgently provide judicial resolution, apology, and guarantees of non-repetition.
To end this newscast, the second decentralization of the Ouagadougou Pan-African Film and Television Festival, FESPACO, is returning to Hanoi in Vietnam. The event is scheduled to run from 26th June to 30th at the Vietnam Film Institute. John Sehirandom and Pascal Moisi for more details.
This is the second consecutive time that the African Film Festival has been held in Vietnam following the 2022 edition. 5 feature-length African films are being showcased this year. All of them have won awards at prestigious festivals around the world and cover different horizons. Les Cheveux de Dieu from Morocco, La Nuit des Rois from France, Canada, Côte d'Ivoire and Senegal, Balpoussière from Côte d'Ivoire, Freda from Haiti, and Joie from Belgium. These 5 African productions will be screened in their original version with subtitles in Vietnamese or French at the Vietnam Film Institute. This second edition of the festival, scheduled to take place from the 26th to the 30th of June in Hanoi, will give film buffs the chance to discover the wonders of African cinema. The opening film is Les Cheveux de Dieu, a Moroccan production by director Nabil Anouk, released in 2012. The film is based on a novel by Mahi Binebine, a Moroccan painter, sculptor, and writer. It should be noted that after the successful March 2022 edition in Vietnam, the Moroccan embassy in the country, the regional representation for Asia and the Pacific of the Organisation Internationale de la Francophonie, the Institut Français du Vietnam, and the Délégation Générale Wallonie-Bruxelles au Vietnam have decided to repeat the decentralization of FESPACO, a festival created in 1969, the biggest African film festival organized every 2 years in the capital, Burkina Faso.
And that's all for now. We have a recap of the headlines. We said in Gabon, as regards its national Republican tour, the president of the Republic toured Cocotier and the Wenje Hoods recently. And at the international level, this year, the United Nations High-Level Political Forum on Sustainable Development will be held from Monday 10th to Wednesday 19th July 2023. And the viewers, Gabonese general elections are going to be held on 26th August. Tuesday, July 11th, 2023 at 6 p.m. is set as the deadline for filing candidate registration for any of the elections for the year 2023. As for me, I say goodbye and see you tomorrow.